Welcome to today's broadcast of Carroll High School Athletics. This is CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports. Now, here are your Carroll Chargers.
Hello everybody and welcome to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. I'm Nathan Weaver along with Matt Michael, and we are set to today when Carroll Varsity Baseball takes on Northrop in the starting lineup for each team. The Northrop Bruins, starting a pitcher, number 5, Adam Book. Number 13, starting at third, Scott Hag. Starting at right field, number 20, Tyler Herbst. Number 30, starting at first base, Mitch Carlson. Number 15 at center field is Colin Bullen. Number 22 at shortstop is Jordan Quinn. Number 9, Kyle McDowell, starting at catcher. Starting at left field is Matt Rainder, number 18. And Corey Ferguson, number 14, at second. And for your Carroll Charger varsity baseball team, starting at third, number 24, John Timmerman. Starting at third, number 21, John Timmerman. Actually, that's Zach Van Lanningham. Jeremy Schaumendine is at shortstop. Grant Wilson is at left field. Steve Mesnick is at first. Peyton Lonergan at second. Ross Coble at center field. Ryan Dean at pitcher. At forward catcher. And Austin Keithley at right field. And here's Matt Michael with your play-by-play.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The first batter to start off for Northrop was the pitcher Adam Book. He walked. Now up is number 13, the third baseman, Scott Hag. And that one's outside. So the count is at 1-1. The throwback, it's over the head of Remesnik, so going to second. Going into third here, still at the fence, and he'll get in easily on the air by Dean. So Northrop already has a runner in scoring position early. Without an out here. Dean tried to pick him off there and just got away from him there, so the 1-1 count with a runner on third for Northrop. The pitch. Just a bit outside. That was a 2-1. The one goes for ball 3. That one swung on and missed, so strike 2. A good pitch there by Dean, right down the middle. So a full count here. The pitch. That one's hit on and will hit the bag, and that'll be fair. Wow. Unfortunate turn there for Carroll. It looked like it was going to go foul and kept on the...
It was going to go straight to Steve Mesnick there at first base, but it hit the front of the bag and bounced off. So
looked like it was going to go foul.
Yeah, not a good...
Unfortunate, because a runner does score for Northrop, so...
Not in the favor of Carroll there, so...
Already in a hole right now. Is Carroll down 1-0.
So Adam Book has 1 run now, and Northrop goes up 1-0 on your Carroll Chargers.
The last pitch up high as Tyler Herbst came up. Another pitch back by Dean, sliding in safely was Hag. The pitch down low, so 2-0. So a little trouble here by Dean. He will try to pitch out of this. Northrop a good start though for them. That one's hit on into center field. That'll drop. A diving try there by the center fielder.
Tyler Herbst.
No runs score across, but a double there, and so runners on second and third on the double there.
Not too good of a start for Carroll right now. Struggling right now. The pitcher for Carroll, number 23, Ryan Dean, as he has a man at third and a man at second with no outs.
The first pitch down low for ball. No one hit on. Nice stop by Van Lanning and keep him in front of him. The throw to first. A nice pick by Remesnik. So out at first, a nice pick by Remesnik there. Nice stop by Van Lanning and we keep him in front of him. A run does score, but Carroll finally gets their first out. So with one out and a runner still at third for Northrop, it's 2-0 Bruins. So a good start for Northrop. So now up will be Colin Bullion. That first one up high and away for ball one. That one hit him.
I say it's gonna go foul.
I guess it got his bat low. I thought it hit him from here. It looked like it hit him in the hand.
I think it hit the edge of his bat. Didn't look like it hit him as much, but
so a foul instead of a man going to first, so it'll be a 1-1 count. Pitch by Dean, just missing. Maybe a little outside. So the count goes to 2-1. The pitch, that one's away. So 3-1. That one hit on, and that's going to split the gap between the shortstop and third baseman. A run will score. And another hit for Northrop, and it's 3-0 Bruins with a man on first and only one out.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 22, Jordan Quinn.
And now forward, Coach will go out, and Elliott will go out here to talk to Dean and the rough start he's had, and only getting one out so far, and it looks like he's already done. So a quick outing for Dean, only recording one out to start the game. And a new pitcher for Carroll will come in.
And we already have 3 RBIs by players of Northrop Bruins. Scott Hagg had an RBI, Mitch Carlson had an RBI, and Colin Bullion had an RBI. And the new pitcher is number 19, Gavin Downs for Carroll. And that was like Matt said here, it was a quick outing for Ryan Dean as gave up 3 runs
Now pitching for the Chargers,
with only 1 out.
Gavin Downs.
Okay. Now Gavin Downs is going to get a couple of pitches in here, and we'll see how if he can turn it over a little bit of a round for Carroll right now. They're down 3-0. At the beginning of the first. And next up to bat for Northrop is Jordan Quinn, the shortstop, number 22. Hopefully Carroll can turn around here. Early mistakes have affected the way the score has been so far. Zach Van Lanningham missing a ball that came right to him, and the other ball that went straight down the first base line and hit the bag and went off and got someone on base, and just a couple of mistakes by Carroll so far, and it's affected the game so far. So hopefully Gavin Downs can change it around for him. Here's the pitch, swung and missed, strike one. Here comes the second. On first. Boyan runs the second. Out. And there Boyan is out. There's a second
Easy out by Ford there.
Easy out as there was another swung as Quinn swung and missed. Boyan ran to second, and Elliott Ford right over there down to second got an easy out for Carroll. There's a low ball thrown by Gavin Downs for the first ball. It's 1-2. A ball swung, but goes out of bounds. That goes to 2-2. A 1-2, my bad. But here's a ball pop fly to right field, and it's caught by Austin Keithley, and that will bring the end of the first half of the first inning. And now Northrop's going to come out and defend on Carroll's offense.
So the job done well by Gavin Downs, relieving the starting pitcher in Ryan Dean. A rough start for him. 3 runs come across for Northrop in the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. It's your Chargers losing 3-0 to Northrop.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Okay, we are here, and it's about to begin the second half of the first inning. And like Matt said,
Bottom of the first.
Bottom of the first. And like Matt said, the Chargers are down 3-0, but Gavin Downs changed it around a little bit as soon as he came in with a couple of strikes and some a throwing arm. Seems like he has a really fast pitch, and it paid off in the beginning of the first. And now Carroll's up to bat, and first up to bat for Carroll is John Timmerman, number 21, followed by Jeremy Shelmadine and Grant Wilson. And last year, Carroll being 2010 state champions, it was a thrill for our school, and we lost a few key players from that team, but it's a new year, and we'll see how Carroll does this year. John Timmerman up to bat first for Carroll.
No one hit him. Wow, it was...
There was a ball thrown, and Zach Van Leeuwenheim was hit. So
John Timmerman.
John Timmerman. Sorry, he was hit, so he's going to go to first base. And next up to bat is Jeremy Shelmadine, number 7, your shortstop. Here's the pitch. Swung, pop fly, foul. That's going to be a 1-0 count.
So the Charger dugout there.
Here's the next pitch. Shelmadine swings and misses. There's strike 1. As John Timmerman's trying to get a lead off of first and make his way to second. Here's the pitch. Ball smashed right down to left field, but caught. And there's out number 1 for Carroll, as John Timmerman will stay at first.
Now back for the Chargers. Grant Wilson.
Grant Wilson up next for your Carroll Chargers. Had a very good year last year. Hopefully he can follow up from that year and have a good year this year. Now with 1 ball and 0 strike, Grant Wilson's going to come up, try to do something for Carroll. Here's the pitch. High, it's called a ball. There's a 2-0 count. Up next is Steve Mesnick. He's getting warmed up over the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 3. 3-0 count. John Timmerman's going to get a lead off first. Here's the ball. Ball 4. That's going to walk Grant Wilson. It's going to bring in Steve Mesnick to bat for your Carroll Chargers. Now that we have runners at first and second, Steve Mesnick, the lefty, hoping to get something done for your Chargers. Carroll. And now we're going to get ready for the pitch now. Steve Mesnick comes up to the plate. Going to get ready with 1 out, 2 men on base. Steve Mesnick. Here's the first pitch. And a ground out to second, but it hits Grant Wilson, but
Unfortunate.
a quick pickup for Northrop, and there's the third. They had 2 outs there. 1 out being to Grant Wilson, or John Timmerman, excuse me. And then throwing it back to first to get Steve Mesnick out. That'll be 1, 2, 3. And now we're gonna be right back with CSBN for the second inning of Carroll Chargers varsity baseball versus the Northrop Bruins.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Okay, and then now we're back with CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. Carroll Varsity already has 1 out on the Northrop Bruins, as 2 outs now. The first out being pop fly.
No, they're both ground outs.
Well, they're both ground outs. Both ground outs and now it's 2 outs for Northrop. A quick 1 and 2, and now it comes up number 14 for Northrop Bruins, and there's a ball hit out of bounds.
Foul.
Same thing. A ball hit foul, and now it's a 0-1 strike, 0-1 count. And that's number 14, Corey Ferguson. Gavin Downs still pitching for Carroll Chargers. And now it is an 0-2 strike. Ball high. Now it's a 1-2 count. No man on base. Now Ferguson's gonna get another ball low, and that's ball 2, 2-2 count. Gavin Downs with the pitch. Ball struck right there to Peyton Lonergan at second, and that's going to be the third final out of the beginning of the second inning. Now we're going to head to the bottom of the second with coming off is number 17, Peyton Lonergan. For your Carroll Chargers, he's going to start up for us at bat. pitching for the Northrop Bruins is number 5. Number 5, Adam Book. Adam Book had a pretty decent inning. The first inning, he had a pretty good inning against the Carroll Chargers, as he had a 1-2-3, no runs.
Well, he didn't have a 1-2-3. Timmerman got hit by a pitch, put him on at first. Sheldon had a nice hit out to left field, but a nice catch out there by the left fielder, Matt Bander. So Sheldon lined out to the left, and then Wilson walked, and then Remesnik had a nice hit, but right to the second baseman, who put the tag on Wilson and had a nice throw over to first. So unfortunately, Carroll threatened, hit into a double play. Just so unfortunate top of the first inning for him. But they were hitting the ball very well, very very hard, and so hopefully he can continue as Loniger will step up here to start the bottom of the second.
Peyton Loniger going to begin for your Carroll Chargers.
First pitch is up and inside on Loniger. So
that's going to be a 1-0 count.
I went down low, so a 2-0 count to start. This at bat for Peyton.
And your Chargers are down 3-0 to the Northrop Bruins.
Yes. I pitched right down the middle. Loniger took it all the way in. Decided not to swing, but a nice pitch there by Adam Book. Fourth pitch. That one's a little up and inside again on Loniger, so a 3-1 count on Peyton.
Up next for your Carroll Chargers.
That one hit by Loniger. That's going to go over the center fielder and go all the way back to the fence. Loniger going to easily get in with a stand-up double. So nice way to start off the inning for the Chargers.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 5, Zach Van Lanningham.
Like we just heard, next is number 5, Zach Van Lanningham for your Carroll Chargers. That was a nice double.
Right over the center fielder.
Right over the center fielder, almost a home run, almost reached over the fence, but Peyton Loniger gets a nice double there, and now we got Zach Van Lanningham with a man on second.
A pitch, just missing. Van Lanningham, the hero from last year's state title game, bringing in the lone run of the game on his single. The game-winning hit to win the state title for the Chargers last year. That pitch down low. So a 2-0 count here for Van Lanningham with the runner on second. So runner in scoring position here for the Carroll Chargers. The pitch inside on Van Lanningham, so 3-0. So Book having a little trouble with his control to start the bottom of the second inning. He's had only one strike, and then the big hit for Peyton, and that one's going to go down low, so a walk. So runners on first and second with nobody out.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 25, Ross Goebel.
So a meeting here for the Bruins, as the coach of the Bruins will come out, along with the catcher for Northrop, Matt McDowell, talking to Book on his control. A little issue here to start this inning. So definitely a good start here for the Chargers. So now Coble will come up Cole will get a 1-1 count here. Seriously, no.
And 25 Ross Coble. Now it's about a 2-1 count. There's a 3-1 count now. It's a high ball for Ross Coble. Peyton Lonergan almost. There was a ball thrown behind Ross Coble, and now Peyton Lonergan advances to third, and Zach Vallanham advances to second. Now all bases are full now. With coming up to bat is Ryan Dean. Excuse me, that's Elliott Ford, number 20, your catcher. The ball thrown high, a little bit high for Elliott Ford. Now that's 1 ball and 0 strikes.
Now batting number 20, Elliott Ford.
And we have a 1-0 count. Here's the ball. Ball thrown a little outside, but thrown to wild pitch thrown to first, attempting to get attempting to get Ross Coble out, but it's just a terrible throw to first. And now it's a 1-1 count. Another high ball thrown right behind the pitcher, and here comes a run. Peyton Lonergan scores, bringing Zach Vallanham to third, and Ross Coble to second. And Elliott Ford still at bat. Now 2-1 count, with Austin Keithley up to bat next. Ford is, I don't know if it hit him or
Did.
pitch looked like it may have gotten off his bat and
Hit by pitch.
hit by pitch.
He's
Looks like
at
it hit.
first.
Looks like it hit him in the chest a little bit, but that's gonna bring another run in. It's gonna bring looks like it's gonna bring in Zach Vallanham. No, excuse me.
No,
It didn't
just
bring
moved,
one.
yeah.
It just moved.
No, they're already at second.
It just moved Elliott Ford over to first. Now we have bases loaded as a pitch off to the side a little bit for the first. Oh, actually, they called that a strike. First strike for Austin Keithley. It's a 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball swung out, but it goes behind the base, so that's going to be a ball.
Foul.
A foul. But it's going to count as a ball. It's going to be a 1-1 count.
No, it'll be an 0-2.
Oh, 2. My bad. The base is loaded. It's an 0-2 count for Austin Keithley. A pop fly behind the base, and now it's going to be still an 0-2 count with 0 outs and bases loaded. Northrop Burns in a little bit of trouble here. Here's the pitch to Austin Keithley. See, he's not going to swing at that one because it's a little too high. That's the first ball. So with a 1-2 count, Austin Keithley has a chance to bring maybe all of the runners in, but possibly if he can get a couple runs here to tie the game. As another high ball thrown over the catcher, and that's going to bring in Zach Vallanham. A wild pitch thrown there by Northrop, and that's 3 to Austin Keithley so far. So not doing a very good job with in this
Control issues in the second inning have been bad
well,
for both
especially
teams.
in this position with runners in scoring position. There's a ball, a line drive to right field, caught, but that's
Jeez.
to be caught. That's going to leave Elliott Ford second, and that's going to leave Ross Coble at third. Up next to bat,
Now batting
number 21, John Timmerman.
number 21, John Timmerman.
And John Timmerman earlier made it to third. He didn't score, but
He's hit by a pitch.
he was hit by a pitch, but he did get to third base, but he didn't score because of the last out by Steve Remesnick. Here's John Timmerman. Get the pitch to him. Low, but they're going to call it a strike. It's going to be an 0-1 count.
2 runs for Carroll have come on wild pitches, so RBIs for Ford and Keithley on wild pitches, so lucky for them.
Well, there's a ball thrown a little high. They're going to call that a ball. The pitcher, Adam Book for Northrop, has had a couple of really high balls that have gone over the catcher's head and have scored a couple of runs, so it hasn't really been much of many RBIs for Carroll as much
Let's look
as
at the RBIs, but
I mean, it wasn't as much as a hit and scoring, but it was just more as it was the pitcher's fault that Carroll got some runs here, and now the score is 2-3 with the Bruins ahead. John Timmerman has a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to him. It's gonna be a hit. Ooh, wow!
that was
Really,
close.
really hard hit straight into Carroll's dugout. A couple of players had to move out of the way, but
Timmerman trying to kill his own guys in the dugout, so
it seemed like it.
it's alright, man.
Now 1-2 count for John Timmerman. Here's the pitch. A ball right to the second baseman for Northrop, but he dropped it, and that gave John Timmerman lead way to first base. And now, with that mistake, there's a runner on first and a runner on third with scoring position. And coming up to bat next is Jeremy Shelmadine, the shortstop. What a bad mistake there by the shortstop for the Bruins.
A good start for Northrop is kind of fading away here.
And Jordan Quinn dropped that ball that came right to him, and Jeremy Shelmadine got into first.
Should have had the out.
Mm-hmm.
And now stealing base, and that's going to be fouled. So unfortunately,
There's
a
another
great jump there by Timmerman. He won't get to go to second on the foul by Shelmadine.
low pitch thrown by Adam Book. And with 1 out, New Carroll Chargers are down. Looks like it's tied 3-3 now.
Yep, it would appear so.
It's tied 3-3, so that early mistakes by Carroll have caught up now. Now it's a tied ball game. And Jeremy Shelmadine has a 0-1 count with a line drive to center field.
It's going to drop. It's
Home run!
It's over.
Home run by Jeremy Shelmadine, and that's going to bring in 2 runs. It's going to bring in Elliott Ford and John Timmerman. And Shelmadine gets in himself. So that's going to be 6-3. Your Carroll Chargers lead this game by a walk-off homer by Jeremy Shelmadine.
Not a walk-off, but
The Chargers,
a
number 8.
game-leading home run.
In leading. And now up to bat is number 8, Grant Wilson. He had a pretty good hit himself in the first inning. He got to second but never reached any further. But now it's going to be a low pitch by Adam Book. And it's going to get him a 1-0 count. And here's the pitch by Book. Another low ball into the dirt. That's going to be counted as a 2-0 count as Adam Book's struggling with control at the moment and has given off 6 runs by his mistakes. There's a ball for a strike right inside. Could have been called a ball, but
Pretty good pitch right down
that
there.
was a pretty good pitch. And
Another one.
there's another one, 2 in a row, and that's going to be a 2-2 count. All he needs is one more to get the second out of this inning. There's a ball hit right to second baseman. A shortstop. right to the shortstop, and that's going to be the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Chargers.
Well, good job there by Jordan Quinn to gobble up that one. He couldn't get the other one. That brought across another run and kept the inning going. But a good job there. Now Remesnik will come up. Remesnik grounded into a double play to end the first inning. The tag on the second baseman, or on second base, was Wilson, and then he was thrown at it first.
Another ball thrown right into the dirt by Adam Book. Still struggling with that control, but had a pretty good, pitching pretty good with the last batter. And there's a ball hit right to the second baseman, and that's going to be
reached on another error.
And Remesnik gets the first off the mistake by second baseman Corey Ferguson.
2.
Now batting, number 17, Peyton Loniger.
Now next to bat for your Carroll Chargers is Peyton Loniger. Earlier getting a double and had a very good hit last time. But here's another ball hit
It's
right.
gonna fall in.
Right into the outfield. He's going to get a single there. So a double and then a single, and that's going to bring up Zach Van Lanningham.
Only a triple and home run away from the cycle. So, good start.
Now batting
For Loniger.
number 5, Zach Van Lanningham.
Is it not?
Yes, it is.
I think it is.
Here's the pitch to Van Lanningham. Ball thrown low to the outside, and that's going to be ball 1. Here's the pitch. Ball right back to the shortstop of Jordan Quinn, and that's going to be the third final out of the second inning. And we'll be right back with CSBN to bring you the coverage of the third inning of Carroll Boys Varsity versus Northrop Bruins.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
And here's the pitch to number 5, Adam Book. Is in second pitch. Now it's going to be a 2-0 count. The ball's on. Gavin down still. Pitching for your Carroll Chargers. There's a ball thrown to the out. There's a strike thrown to the outside. It's going to be a 2-1 count. And there's the third ball. There's a 3-1 strike now by Gavin Downs. I mean, on base, here's the last pitch. Is popped by to right field. And it's going to be a foul. A pretty nice hit by Adam Book, but a little far right. And then we have a full count, a 3-2 count for Adam Book. Here's the pitch. Oh, broken bat. A broken bat hit right to John Timmerman for the first out of the inning.
What is...
Adam Book just broke his bat while
I don't think
trying
I've
to
ever
hit the ball.
seen that. Now, of course, I've seen it with a wooden bat. I mean, you see it all the time, but this is a first. That's impressive. That's
pretty impressive.
I might have to meet that man.
That's true. Okay, now up to bat now. It's number 13, Scott Hagg, and there's the first ball. It's gonna be a 1-0 count for Scott Hagg.
I've never done that, dude.
Gavin Downs throws the pitch low, but counters a strike, and now it's a 1-1 count.
This is true.
No man on base as Adam Book was the first man to break a bat.
So the pitcher broke a bat?
Looks like the pitcher broke the bat.
A metal... Wow.
He broke a metal bat, not a wood bat, so that's pretty impressive.
Shocker.
It is a shocker. Gavin Downs looks like that pitch was going to go straight down the middle, but it was hit and fouled out by Scott Hagg. That's going to bring him to a 2-2 count.
Nice.
Swung and missed for the third strike, and he's out of here for the second out. He's out of here for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat for the Northrop Bruins is Tyler Herbst, number 20. He's sitting over there in right field.
Well, not right now. He's up at bat.
Yeah. Pitch thrown a little low to the right by Gavin Downs, and it's going to be the first ball. It's going to be a 1-0 count now for Tyler Herbst. There's a ball swung right into the catcher's hands, and there's the third and final out for the Northrop Bruins. The score remains at 6-3. Your Carroll Chargers ahead, and that's going to bring us to the bottom of the second.
Third.
Looks like it's
the bottom of the third.
Bottom of the third inning. That was a quick inning for Gavin Downs. As he got it done really quick, and he's done a very good job the last few innings. As Ryan Dean started us off and had a little bit of trouble, but looks like Northrop Bruins are going to keep in Adam Book, as he's had some control issues the last few innings, and Carroll's gone ahead 6-3.
This is true.
Now coming up its bat, it's going to be number 25, Ross Coble, for your Carroll Chargers.
Leading off for the Chargers in the bottom of the third, number 25, Ross Coble.
Coble got to walk his last time at bat, so see what he can do with this second at bat here.
Okay, now with 1 ball and 0 strikes, here's the pitch. A high ball thrown. That's going to be the second ball, as the control remains remains as it is so far. But there's another ball thrown. Could have been a strike, but just a little far, a little too high. And now that's going to be the third ball. Here's the pitch. Another fourth ball. And
the strike.
Oh, that's a strike. That kind of is a low strike. Looked like it was even lower than that.
I think it hit the outside corner, so it was a pretty good pitch from here.
Here's the fourth ball thrown, and that will give Coble lead way to first. And now coming up is number 20, Elliott Ford, catcher.
Coach Matt Runbaugh is coming out for Northrop to talk. And it looks like a pitching change, bringing in the center fielder.
Number 15, Colin Boyan.
Yep, so Book's day is done. A good first inning, but a rough second inning, and it hasn't started too hot for this bottom of the third, so he's out. And Boyan will take over for him.
Now your Carroll Chargers up 6-3.
This is true.
Now pitching for the Bruins, number 15, Colin Bullock.
Colin Boyan's going to get a chance to warm up here in the pitcher's box.
It's a pitcher's mound.
Same thing.
It is not.
Yes, it is.
Whatever. Okay.
And you're going to bet you when you inside.
Good.
Now, looks like Elliott Ford got an RBI last inning off of a wild pitch. And hopefully this inning, he can help Carroll out a little bit, get a couple more runs as he has Ross Coble at first. And then up next after Ford is Keithley and John Timmerman.
He was hit by a pitch last inning, and so he was at first, but he didn't score, so hopefully he can score.
In last inning of the, when he was hit, it looked like it hit him in the chest a little bit.
But it didn't hit him in the arm.
No, it looked like it got him in the chest a little bit. It hit his bat. It didn't seem to hit him, but...
it did because he went to first. So if it would have hit his bat, it would have been a foul.
But it hit both, so... Hit a little bit of both. So here's Ford. Pitch thrown. He was going to attempt a bunt, but ball was too low, and that's going to be the first ball. But the pitch was thrown a little wild, down low, and now here's the second pitch. Ball for a ball. Ball thrown for a ball. And that's going to be a 2-0 count now. Here's the pitch. Strike. 2-1 count. Right to the catcher. That was a good strike. Thrown there by Boyan. Here's the pitch. Another attempt by Elliott Ford, and just going to call that a foul.
Hit him there, I think. That's why.
So that's going to be well, it wasn't a really good bunt. It was very
actually a pretty good bunt. Just unfortunate that it just hit him. He needs to get it down the third base line if he can.
Yeah, so he can get away from the catcher a little bit more, because I went right to the catcher and could have been an out, but it was at least he got a foul there with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ball fouled out behind the batter's box, and that's going to be now still remains a 2-2 count as Elliott Ford wants to get a hit here. Hopefully he can get a pretty good line drive into the outfield, and
that one got away.
But here, number 15, the pitcher Boyan, threw a ball right to first, attempting to get Ross Coble out of first, but ball was a little wild, and
it did not work.
It did not work. So here's Elliott Ford. Here's the pitch to Elliott Ford. A ball pop fly right to Boyan. That's caught. And that's going to be looks like the second out. First out of the inning. And now coming up to bat for your Carroll Chargers is number 2, Austin Keithley. It was Ross Coble at first. Here's the pitch.
Keithley had
looks like they're going to give Ross Coble. They're going to give him they're going to put him to second. Not quite sure why, but
balk. It's a balk by the pitcher.
Oh, okay. Ball thrown low.
Trying to keep Coble in first, and didn't really work with the balk there. So Keithley had one of the RBIs on a wild pitch by Book.
There's a nice ball hit down right field for Austin Keithley, but it's going to go foul.
Got out on a line out, actually, right field, and another nice hit by him. Just a nice catch by the right fielder for Northrop, that being Tyler Herbst.
And the catcher for Northrop Bruins is Kyle McDowell. He's got his share amount of a lot of balls have been thrown into the dirt or over his head, and he's had a little bit of trouble of getting most of these because of the wild pitches. There's another ball thrown low as McDowell and Boyan are going to have a little bit of meeting, and now back to their position as Keithley has a 2-1 count. And here with man on second, Keithley with a 2-1 count. He has a chance to change it around a little bit, but there's a low strike. A little bit of technical difficulties. 2-2 count here now. Here's the pitch. Ball thrown. Ball hit right to number 22, Jordan Quinn. And that ball was thrown over the head of first baseman Mitch Carlson.
Chargers number 21, John.
That ball was thrown right over the head of first baseman Mitch Carlson. And that's going to give Austin Keithley on second and Ross Coble on third. On first, excuse me. And so Ross Coble's going to be, he made his way to third. Now John Timmerman's up to bat for your Carroll Chargers.
Timmerman's been hit by a pitch and reach on an error as he grounded over two.
And a ball thrown right to first. And that's going to be thrown. That's going to throw Austin Keithley out for the second out of this inning. Your Carroll. Now John Timmerman has a 1-0 count. Ball thrown for a strike. That's going to give us now a 1-1 count with a runner on third. In running position. John Timmerman hoping to get something going here. Ball thrown low, but strike. Now with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Timmerman. There's a ball ground out to third.
Nope, foul.
Looks like it's going to go foul. Now the count remains at 1-2 for Timmerman. The ball would have stayed in just a little bit longer. It would have been an out, so got a little bit of luck there for John Timmerman. And here he goes back on the back and ready to hit again. Here's the pitch. Pitch, a wild pitch.
It's fouled.
Wild pitch, but it's going to be
It's fouled.
a foul, yes.
Wild
The
pitch.
ball was a little far right and out of reach for John Timmerman. Here's the pitch. A ground out.
It's a ground.
So ground out to the shortstop. And there's the third and final out of this inning. And now with the beginning of the fourth inning, Carroll Chargers are ahead 6-3. And I'm Nathan Weaver along with Matt Michael. And we'll be right back with CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
And welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. Up to bat for the Northrop Bruins is number 30, Mitch Carlson, the first baseman, with a 2-0 count now. Here's the pitch from Gavin Downs. Ball going to go foul for a 2-1 count now. As we have the stats for that. Okay. Gavin doing a pretty good job for the Carroll Chargers. Gavin has been doing a pretty good job for Carroll as there's a line drive down left field, and it's going to stay good. Stay good, and that's going to give.
Got him.
It's going to give Carlson almost a double, but a ball thrown out. Ball thrown all the way by Grant Wilson to Peyton Loniger, and Peyton Loniger is going to...
A nice job there by Wilson. He got some cutoff man and Sean Ledine, and a nice play there over trying to reach it into a double, and
so it wasn't fast enough.
Well,
but it was a nice job by Grant Wilson over in left field.
That it was.
He had a really good arm. He has a really good arm. It was a really good play, and now up to bat for Northrop Bruins is number 15, Colin Bullion, the new pitcher for the Northrop Bruins. So 1-1 strike. A 1-1 count. Excuse me. Here's the pitch from Downs. Ball thrown low, but counted as a strike. A 1-2 count now. With no man on base. The Carroll Chargers are ahead 6-3, but a ball fouled out there by Bullion. That's going to be the count to 1-2. Now here's the pitch by Bullion. Another strike, and he's out. That's the second out for Carroll. And now up to bat is number 22, Jordan Quinn.
It's amazing what Downs has done since he came into the game, not giving up a single run yet.
He's had his pitches have been really amazing. He hasn't really given off a lot of hits. Most of them have been ground outs or pop flies, and he's doing a very good job at that. And now with 2 outs, the 1-1 count to Jordan Quinn. Here's the pitch. Ball swung and missed by Quinn. That's going to be the count to 1-2. The Bruins down 6-3. We're at the bottom of the 4th. And there's a ball thrown right into the dirt by Gavin Downs. That's going to be the count 2-2. That's probably one of the few mistakes by Gavin today. He's done a very good job, like we said, and now he's going to attempt to get the third and final out. That ball's a little to the outside, and it's going to bring it to a full count for McDowell. First Quinn, excuse me. There's a ball called foul, and now Quinn's going to have to come back right back to the batter's box.
Oh yeah, it's just okay. I didn't know.
Okay,
Alright.
here's Quinn. It's gonna be a ball there by Gavin. That's gonna put a man on first. Next to bat is number 9, Kyle McDowell.
Now back for the Bruins, number 9, Kyle McDowell.
Here we are, man at first. He's gonna lead off, attempting one to get to second. Here we got Downs with the pitch. He's gonna back away a little bit. We're gonna watch Quinn really closely over at first. Downs gonna attempt to catch Quinn off guard, but it didn't work that time. Here's Downs with the pitch. Ball thrown low for a ball. 1-0 count.
It's a 1-0 count.
And there's a ball thrown to Peyton Loniger, and there's a ground out. That's going to be a third and final out of the 4th inning. And we're going to be right back with CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports, bringing you to the 5th inning.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
All right, sir. We are back.
With CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports, I'm Nathan Weaver along with Matt Michael. Bringing you actually the bottom of the 4th inning as your Carroll Chargers are ahead 6-3. up to bat is Jeremy Shambadan, who had a very nice hit last inning, and he brought in a couple of runs. He had a home run, and he brought in 3 runs, including himself. And
3 RBIs.
And the Carroll Chargers now had 6-3 on the Northrop Bruins.
What's that?
Can hear us, Jeremy Shambadan.
Looks like Starkey will replace Remesnik at first base for the rest of the game. The first pitch is going to be a ball to Shelmadine, who is the reason these Chargers are up by 3 runs right now.
Very nice homer earlier, but there's a ball fouled. Call foul.
Right down the first base line.
No, because they're going to hit for a Remesnik to give a chance to warm up.
And here's the pitch to Shelmadine. A pop fly right into center field. Looks like it's gonna be caught for the first out of the inning. That's gonna be by center fielder. Looks like they're gonna give it to Adam Book. I think is at center field now, replacing Colin Boyan. That's gonna be the first out, and up to bat next is for your Carroll Chargers.
Grant Wilson
is number 8, Grant Wilson.
He's walked. He walked in the first inning. In the second at bat, he grounded out to shortstop. So without a hit so far for Grant, so he'd like to get his first hit of the night.
Here's the pitch.
That one's a bit of a hit.
A line drive down
That
to center field, and that's gone for a home run. Second home run for your Carroll Chargers, and that's going to bring in himself, and that's going to give Carroll another run on the scoreboard. 7-3. Your Chargers lead the Northrop Bruins.
Not the first time Grant's done that before.
Now batting for your Chargers, number 1, Austin Stark. Not bad.
So now Starkey will come up for the Chargers. He'll replace Remesnik. So this is his first at bat for the game. His first pitch is inside for ball 1.
Here's the pitch.
That one up high for ball 2. So a 2-0 count for Starkey's first at bat. Pitch again up high, about the same pitch as the last one, so 3-0 count to Starkey. The pitch, and that'll be ball 4, so 4 straight balls to Starkey. Starkey doesn't even have to swing his bat to get on first base.
And
Now batting for the Chargers, number 17.
now batting for your Carroll Chargers is number 17, Peyton Lonecker. First at bat, he got a nice double, and second at bat, he got a single right in the center field. So now the first pitch for a strike, 0-1 count.
Nice if he gets a home run or triple here. He's 75% away. Ah, Starkey just couldn't get back on the.
And he slips and falls, but he's going to get tagged over by first. So that's going to be the second out for the Carroll Chargers in the bottom of the 4th.
So the second player thrown out for the Chargers in this game. That one, Starkey tried to get back. He just dove in and didn't even come close to touching the bag, so he tried to attempt and get the second.
I think if he wouldn't have
slipped, a rundown.
If he wouldn't have slipped, he would have made it back to first because there was no man back at first. But
yeah, possibly, but it's still unfortunate that Starkey.
Go back to Peyton. Peyton Longer has been known for getting it done for the Carroll Chargers, and right now he has a 1-0 count.
There's the hit.
There's a hit down to the shortstop. That's going to be a ground out. That's going to be the third and final out of the 4th inning. We'll be right back with CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. I'm Nathan Weaver, again, along with Matt Michael. As your Carroll Chargers are ahead 7-3 on the Northrop Bruins. Gavin Downs still the pit. Oh, excuse me. There's a pitching change. Looks like for Carroll Chargers, Steven Mesnick is going to come in as the pitcher.
That's why Starkey batted for him there. Take his
Seems
spot.
like Gavin Downs did a pretty good job at pitcher, but I don't know why they must have changed him for some reason. But
Ginder will take first base now, taking.
Tanner Ginder, yep, will take first base, taking Remeznik's spot. Here's Remeznik with the pitch. Ball through right down the middle for a strike.
Number 18, Matt Mander.
And number 18 for Northrop Bruins is Matt Bander is at bat now. And if I believe so, now the count is 1-2. Steven Mesnick getting off to a good start. Here's the pitch down low for a 2-2 count now. Here's the pitch. Ooh, close pitch, close call, but somebody called a ball.
I guess if anything, it was a little bit low, but still looked pretty good right in the. Oh, that one's.
It was a full count.
Back.
And now Bander's going to get hit right into the back, and that's going to send him to first. And now Corey Ferguson's going to come up to bat for the Northrop Bruins.
Now batting for Northrop, number 14, Corey Ferguson.
So Ferguson will step up. Nice pitch there by
Looked like Ferguson.
Mesnick. Ferguson tried to see if the ump would call a ball there, trying to turn inside, but a nice pitch there by Remeznik, so strike one. Throw back over to first, and tag wasn't even applied. An easy slide in there by Bander.
Here's the pitch. Ball thrown right back to first.
Oh!
That time almost got him, but didn't.
It looked like at first that Remeznik had got him. Remeznik, being a lefty pitcher, has a nice step to first.
Very good advantage there. Now here's the first pitch. Here's the second pitch, excuse me. Ball thrown high for a ball. 1-1 count. See Remeznik watching over at first very closely. Here's the pitch.
Ooh.
Another ball thrown really high this time. That's going to give Remeznik second ball.
I don't know what that. It almost looked like he was trying to get a curveball down in. Decided just kind of got away from him there.
Here's the next pitch.
Down the middle. Perfect
Right down
pitch.
the middle for a strike. Like Matt said, is a very perfect pitch.
Can't be much more perfect. Should have swung on there by Ferguson.
Yeah, and now 2-2 count. Man at first. Pitch is thrown.
There you got
Ball
him. There
swung
it
out
is.
and missed. There's strike three.
Just
Out number
caught
one.
looking there.
Very good pitching to start off for Steve Remeznik, because that is the first out of the top of the fifth. And now here's number 5 for the Bruins, Adam Book.
Getting away.
As the ball was thrown away from Ford and thrown back to second. Ferguson is now on second.
Speed up.
Here's the pitch by Remeznik. Pop fly. Right beside Carroll's dugout. That's going to be a strike. Counted as a strike, and now it's a 1-1 count for Book. Now with the man on second, Steve Remeznik with the pitch. Pop fly again. Going to go down right field. Almost attempted to get caught by Tanner Ginder.
Almost.
A nice attempt there by Austin Keithley. He dived for the Ball that was going foul, but barely missed it. Right in the glove, but
Right field, it's Kowalski now. He
Oh,
dove
Kowalski.
for the. He
looks like
missed.
Carroll's making a couple substitutions.
It would appear so.
Now, Adam Book with a 1-2 count with 1 out. A man on second. Remesnik with the pitch.
Oh,
Oh,
There you go. Okay.
a ball thrown like right down the middle, and it was Book attempted to swing at it, but
Hag.
Hag attempted to swing at it, and his bat came loose out of his hands.
Scott Hay.
Now there's a low pitch there by Remesnik. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Another ball thrown low, 2-0 count. Man still remains on second with 2 outs. Remesnik still keeping his eye on second. He's going to throw the ball. Another low ball for the third ball. 3 balls in a row there by Remesnik. Struggling a little bit on this
You know, I don't know. I was
this pitch.
back in town until I know it's pretty wet this morning.
Ball thrown high. That's going to be a strike. Questionable call, but Remesnik gets the strike. Now it's a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball right past Van Lanning, by Timmerman. And
Nice job by
that's going to
Wilson.
put a man on third and a man on first. With
Nice
number
job.
20 coming up to bat, Tyler Herbst.
Nice shot by Wilson there. It looked like was a fast hit there. Hit on by Haig, and a nice job in sprinting up for Wilson, getting it in, preventing the run from scoring. Because there is 2 outs, so another out, and that run doesn't come across. So, yeah,
It's still 7-3.
this is true.
A ball fouled out behind the batter's box. Now it's going to be a 0-1 count with a man on third and a man on first.
Back for the Bruins, number 20, Tyler Herbst.
Tyler Herbst is going to attempt to bring some runs in for Northrop Bruins as they are down from your Chargers. Here's the pitch from Remesnik. Ball thrown high but swung at. An 0-2 count now for Herbst. One more strike and it'll bring us to the bottom of the 5th. Ball thrown low for the first ball. Now 1-2 count from Remesnik. Wanted to get Carroll in batting position. Pop fly down right field. Kowalski's going to attempt to run at it, but went down too fast, and that's going to be remain at a 1-2 count with a man on first and a man on third. Now here's the pitch. Ball swung out and missed. Foul behind Elliott Ford, and LA count's going to remain at 1-2.
Ooh.
Ooh, almost swung at by
Looked like a pretty good pitch to me.
It looked like a pretty good pitch, but it was called a ball by the umpire, and the count goes to 2-2. Mezek throw back to first. Didn't get him that time. She remains at first. The 2-2 count. Here's for Mesnick. A foul behind the batter's box. Count remains at 2-2. Mesnick struggling a little bit here, but doing a pretty good job of getting 2 strikes. hopefully if he can get one more, he can lead us to the bottom of the 5th. There's a ball thrown high for the... Ooh! Wow. Looks like Herb's got a little confused and thought it was the 4th ball, but it was only the 3rd. And now it's a full count for Herbst with Remesnik throwing back to first, gonna not able to get that runner out, but he does have a pretty good advantage being a lefty. He can get someone out really fast, but there's a ball tipped and fouled behind Ford. Count remains at 3-2. Here's Remesnik. Ball 4. And now the bases are loaded for the Bruins with number 30, Mitch Carlson, the first baseman, coming up to bat. And there's 2 outs with Carroll ahead 7-3.
Mitch Carlson.
Matt, how has Carlson done in the earlier innings?
Pretty good.
There's a ball thrown to the outside. First ball, 1-0 count. Count as a strike. 0-1 count. A foul behind the batter's box. Now it's going to be an 0-2 count. With a man on all 3 bases. Bases are loaded. Carlson has a chance to bring Northrop ahead. There's a ball out to center field. Caught for the 3rd and final out of the top of the 5th. That's going to bring us to the bottom of the 5th. For your Carroll Chargers are now at bat, hoping to tag on to this lead that they've had 7-3.
That's right, tag on to lead. In other words, add on. Score more runs. Get more people like to touch on plate. Just saying, dude.
And here we go. Up next at bat is Ross Coble, number 25 for your Carroll Chargers. Behind him is going to be Elliott Ford and Austin Keithley. Earlier, Austin Keithley was tagged out over at first. And along with...
Van Lanningham will be next, not Coble.
Sorry, Van Lanningham, but Carroll Chargers have had 2, been tagged out twice over at first. Hoping to not make as... At first, Carroll Chargers made many mistakes and were down 3-0, and then it turned sides, and Northrop started making the mistakes, and your Carroll Chargers are ahead now, 7-3, and have kept onto this lead for a couple of innings now, with Zach Van Lanningham coming up to bat.
Zach Van Lanningham.
Here's the pitch. Ball thrown for a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball thrown right into the dirt. Now it's going to bring us to a 1-1 count. Up next for your Carroll Chargers after Van Lanningham will be Coble, and then Ford and Keithley. And with 1-2 count, here's the pitch. Ball looks like it's gonna hit Van Lanningham in the leg. And he's gonna head over to first. Now it's Coble coming up to bat, have a chance to add onto the lead. Oh, it looks like they're gonna bring Van Lanningham back. They're calling a ball. It looked like it almost hit him, but must have just called it a ball. So it's gonna be a 2-2 count now.
apparently just a foul because they haven't even
Just a
called it a
foul.
ball. But nice stop there. And oh, a nice
Now a
stretch
ground
there.
out to first as the
Second
ball
to shortstop.
thrown to first. To the shortstop.
You ground it to like first every time.
The ball was hit to Jordan Quinn, and he threw it over to first baseman Mitch Carlson. Mitch Carlson had to stretch out a little bit for that one, but he got the play done, and now it's going to get the first out of the bottom of the fifth. Up next is Ross Coble. Here's the pitch. Ball thrown for a strike. First strike with 1-0 count. Ross Coble. Hope he gets him started here, as it's been kind of dead for the Chargers in the last few innings.
Well,
yeah.
He's actually walked twice, so getting on base has been alright for him. So not dead. I wouldn't say dead.
Yeah, it's pretty much been dead. Not really any runs lately, but now with a 1-2 count.
Walking was a good thing.
Now here's a ball thrown right into the dirt for Coble, a 3-1 count. Now here we go with the pitch for Bouillon. Ball thrown for a strike. Oh, the last one was a strike. They called it a strike, and this one was called a ball. So now it's a 3-2 count. There for Ross Coble. Here's the pitch. Swung out, and it was almost a ball, but it was tipped and thrown right to first for the second out.
First strikeout of the game for the
Well, it wasn't a strikeout. It was tipped a little bit. And he ran,
it just hit the ground. It was still a strikeout.
It was thrown to first, and
Still a strikeout. It just hit the ground,
now-
so you can run to first.
now at the bat is it's Elliott Ford, it looks like. And up to bat after Elliott Ford would be Austin Keithley. No, it's a 1-1 count. At the bottom of the fifth. Here we go with the Carroll Chargers ahead 7-3. Ball thrown right into the dirt. 2-1 count now. Now Bouillon starting to struggle a little bit with control. Been thrown in the dirt a couple of times over the last few pitches. And now here's the next pitch. It's going to be a ball hit past third baseman to the shortstop. Right to the first baseman, Carlson. Stretch out a little bit again. And he got the out. So that would be the third and final out of the fifth inning. Now will lead us to the top of the sixth. Here with CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Hello, welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. And ball hit right down left field there by Bouillon and right to Grant Wilson, but it was thrown back, and Bouillon actually almost got out over by first, but
Nice throw by Grant. He's had a nice couple throws.
he's had good accuracy down there on left field.
So now up for the Northrop Bruins is number 22, Jordan Quinn, the shortstop. The pitch from Remezik, that's bunted on down the third base line. A nice barehand pickup by Van Lanningham. The throw to first is in time. The job is done by Quinn to move over Bouillon and move him to second base, but one out, and nice barehanded grab there by Van Lanningham.
I think defensively, Carroll's done a very good job today. They've kept the Bruins down only at 3 points, so very good job. 3 points, and Carroll still remains 7-3.
New batter, number 10. Yes.
So now
He's batting in
Looks like Kyle McDowell.
Number 10 for the Northrop Bruins,
It's gonna be his
Logan Raider.
This will be his first at bat for the Bruins.
Pitch by Remeznik. That's fouled back behind home plate, so strike one. Raider is an outfielder, so that's what
Yep.
he plays.
Yep.
This is true.
This is a true statement.
So an 0-1 count. This throw by Remeznik is up and away for ball one. Count will move to 1-1. So Remeznik had a little trouble last inning. Didn't give up any runs, but
He started off strong, but he started to struggle at the end.
third pitch, that almost a nice check swing there by Raider. As that was up high and away. A nice pitch not to swing at. Nice check swing. So a 2-1 count to Logan. Remeznik looks on second. The pitch that's hit on. That's going to go over the center fielder's head. Go back to the fence. 1 run will score.
Wow, what a nice,
A double.
just a nice hit there by Raider. Raider, excuse me. He's a senior, 5'11". He's pretty good height. But he
Yes.
had pretty good height there. But he had a pretty good hit there. A couple more, a little bit more, a little higher, and a little bit farther of a ball there. It would have been a home run, but it didn't reach far enough. So up to bat next is
Didn't, so it's a double.
number 18, Matt Bander.
So Bander will come on. So 7-4 game now. That one right down the middle. Nice pitch by
Now
Remeznik.
batting for the Bruins, number 18, Matt Bander.
So an 0-1 count here for Remeznik. The pitch. Ooh, just missing again. It looked like I was on the outside corner. Remeznik definitely hasn't been getting the calls as he's been in a pitcher. So the 1-1 count. And he'll check back to second. No throw, but just trying to keep the man on there at second. Pitch by Remeznik. Right down the middle for strike 2. So 1-2 count.
Yep.
Yep, that's.
Here's a pitch from Remeznik.
The pitch is another slow one. Nice stop there by Elliott Ford down at catcher. So a 2-2 count here for
With 1 out.
Bander. The pitch is hit on. That's going to go right over to Wilson. Wilson with his good arm will bring it in nice.
Nice line drive there by Grant. Well, excuse me, by Bander, and that's gonna bring Raider to third in scoring position.
Bander snatch.
So with that hit, it's gonna put Raider in scoring position. And up next for the Bruins is Corey Ferguson.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 14, Corey Ferguson.
Pitch by Remeznik. Runners on the corners here with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. A 7-4 Carroll lead. That first pitch is down low for ball 1. Pitch by Remeznik. That one swung on. Keithley looking at it and it'll go over his head. That's Kowalski. That'll go over his head. So 1 run will score. And going into third is Bander, and the 1-out double, scoring another run, and now the tying run goes to second base. It's a 7-5 Carroll lead, so it's the lead's kind of unraveling here for the Chargers here in this top of the 6th inning, and now Coach Ginder will come out with Elliott Ford to talk to Remeznik. He's been struggling a lot this inning. I think Bander could have scored there. He had to hold up at first, though, thinking that Kowalski might have a chance at catching that ball, and had to hold it first for a bit there, but so 2 straight doubles here for the Northrop Bruins, and they have themselves in good position here. Down only 7-5, so
Doing a pretty good job.
Big deal.
Yep.
This is true. So our Mesnick will depart, and Jeremy Shelmadine will be the new pitcher for the Carroll Chargers.
Yes, he will.
He's had a big day at the bat.
You mean that's Peyton Lonergan, not
Yes,
Jim
I'm sorry.
Sheldon.
Yeah, that's right.
Peyton Lonergan actually did a pretty good job
Lonergan's done
at.
good at the bat too. He's had a double. He's had a single.
But I was
And
pitching last year. He did a pretty good job. I remember. He actually when they brought him up a lot last year, he's been more of a closer.
closer.
I've noticed for Carroll Chargers, but he's done a very decent job.
It's great to have baseball back. Can I say that? Just it's great to have baseball back,
It's been alright.
especially for these state champs. Not only for high school, but major leagues.
Like Cardinals and
White Sox all the way. Cardinals.
Cardinals are the team.
It's
So
unfortunate that Albert Pujols is going to be his last year with them.
no, it won't. He'll come back.
Oh, whatever, dude.
Peyton Lonergan.
But all around, just nice to have baseball back.
Yep.
It's a windy day here today. I was falling over coming in.
It was snowing this morning, and then
I saw that too.
it snowed. Yes, you were
It
there.
snowed this morning,
And then it became
like for 5 minutes.
became really nice. Now it's starting to get a little cold. As we go on in this day.
Which is called night. So tired.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 5,
So
Adam
tired,
Book.
dude. So now, Peyton Lonergan will come in for the Chargers as the pitcher.
And Adam Book will hit for the Bruins.
True. Pitch down low into the dirt for ball 1. Setting the pitch. That one just missing. Little low again for Lonergan. So the pitch count goes to 2-0. So the leading run at home plate for the Northrop Bruins. That one hit on.
Bad dive by Zach Van Lanningham. He kind of just
At least
toppled over the ball.
Kept it in front of him now, but
Yeah.
nice try by Van Lanningham. But one run does score. It's now 7-6. Chargers with runners on first and second for the Bruins. That'll bring up number 13 for the Northrop Bruins,
Scott
Scott
Haig.
Haig.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 13, Scott Haig.
Lonergan will set, and the pitch. That one swung on and fouled off behind home plate.
Looks like the Bruins have had a little bit of trouble hitting today. It's been fouled back a lot by this team. Hasn't really gotten any.
Those aren't horrible though.
It hasn't been really bad. It's been okay, but they've been struggling a little bit the last 2 innings.
Okay. So the pitch by Lonergan, that one down the middle, good pitch by Lonergan, moving the count to 2-1. Pitch that swung on, that'll go foul though.
A little low to be hitting there. But that would have gone clearly been a ball, but Haig swung at it and right into right field, and it's gonna be a ball, a strike 1, strike 2. Excuse me.
Foul.
It's gonna be a foul. It's gonna be counted as a strike 2, and it's gonna be an 0-2 count.
Now it's 3-2.
No, it's
1
3.
and 2. 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Oh. That one swung on. That's going to be a nice stop by Shelmadine, but you can't do anything with it. There's another. Boy, oh boy. So now
Mistakes.
leading run on second base in scoring position with only 1 out.
They've really
Bags full of Northrop Bruins. It's a 7-6 game, so a little trouble here. A lot of people say that.
a couple of mistakes over by the left field line by Zach Van Lanningham and John Timmerman have had a couple of mistakes handling the ball when it comes to them.
Well, it's not really mistakes. It's just couldn't get a handle of it. And at least they're keeping it in front of them. You're retarded. And nice! And he got him at third. What a play by Van Lanningham!
Catches
Possibly the game-winning play right there if the score holds up. I mean, that easily would bring in 2 runs, and Northrop would have gotten the lead. But a nice jumping catch, just a line drive over to Van Lanningham.
Caught that and then just landed it right back onto third base, and got 2 outs right in a row. And now that'll lead us to the bottom of the 6th inning with your Carroll Chargers ahead 7-6. Coming to be a very close game between the two teams. Oh my God. As of the moment. But now coming up to bat for your Carroll Chargers, looks like it's going to be number.
Alright, dude. I'm going to pause it. Okay, let's go.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 21.
And now batting for the Chargers, number 21, John Timmerman.
The runner at first here, Matt Kowalski. He walked.
That's his first at bat today for the Carroll Chargers. Now that they're ahead 7-6 with 1 out. Then get another run here or 2. Oh, there's a
Thrown away there.
ball thrown to first attempt to get Kowalski out, but overthrown. And Kowalski heads to second. Now if Carroll has a chance to give Carroll some more runs here, they can finish it off in the top of the 7th.
Definitely.
Yes, this is true.
Yes, very true. Timmerman was hit by a pitch, reached on an error and got an RBI off that, and had a ground out to second base in his earlier trip. So, all right, day for Mr. Timmerman.
Not too shabby. Here's the pitch to Timmerman.
Stealing, and he's way out.
Wow.
He's way out. Yep. Coach Ginder and Kowalski just, I think maybe it was a little miscommunication on the part. I think it was a ball. So Kowalski trying to steal third base, gets caught looking pretty easily too. A nice throw over there by the catcher, McDowell. So going down, and 1 out for the Chargers.
Yes. So now we have a 4-0 strike to Timmerman with 1 out.
Timmerman will, and easy pick up by the pitcher there, and that's 2 outs. A couple of players a little confused there, thinking it's 3 outs. Especially Jordan Quinn at third base. But only 2 outs.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 7, Jeremy Shelmadine.
So Shelmadine will come out with 2 outs.
He's had a pretty good day today.
Not too bad.
The homer earlier and
yep.
and he's had a couple of good hits in the last few innings, but here he is up to bat with 2 outs. Nobody on base. A low pitch. Counted as a ball. It's going to be a 2-0 count now.
This is true.
Here you go.
And the pitch is hit on by Shelmadine. Nice hit, but that'll easily go foul. Aside from his home run, he had a really nice line out. Unfortunately, it was caught. It was a line out to left field. It was a rocket hit, and just didn't fall down for Shalmadine. So the count is 2-1. That one hit on. That's going to fall in the gap. A nice diving try there by the center fielder, but that'll go and fall all the way back to the wall and stopping at second. That could have easily gotten into third.
Could have made it to third there, but was called off by Coach Ginder. And
look, miscommunication again there by Coach Ginder and another Charger runner.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 8, Grant Wilson.
Now Wilson will try to bring in this RBI. Wilson had a big solo home run last inning, so hopefully he can. And what just happened?
I think Wilson was hit by a pitch, and it's going to bring him to first.
Apparently.
So we have a man on first and second. Coming in is, looks like, Steve Remesnik. Looks like it is going to be Steve Remesnik back at bat.
Pretty bad
for the Chargers.
Swing there by Remesnik. I think he tried checking it up, but still went all the way through. So pretty bad pitch to swing at, but he swung at it anyway. So 0-1 count with 2 outs and runners on first and second for the Chargers. An extra run here would be huge insurance for Carroll here. Another check swing and just went through. Not checking it up here for Remesnik. It's an 0-2 count here. Only 1 strikeout so far by Northrop pitchers in this whole game. That one's going to hit him in the leg. So bases are loaded.
Yes, they are.
So a single here would not be too bad.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 17.
Then we have Peyton Loniger, the always great hitter for the Carroll Chargers.
Always.
With bases loaded.
Always.
He's going to attempt to bring in some runs for Carroll and hopefully give them a win today.
They've already got the lead. So
close to doing so.
Ooh.
Ball thrown. Could have been a strike there. Could have been a strike there, but a little far right, and somebody called a ball.
An error.
Another error by
run will score.
number 13, Scott Haig.
You can't talk while I'm talking.
Yes, total error for 2 runs. Home score. Okay. And let's see. At bat. 5. Now batting for the Chargers, number 5, Zach Van Lanningham.
I'm right.
That's going to bring in 2 runs for the Carroll Chargers. There's an error by Scott Haig over a shortstop, and now the ball thrown under the catcher of Northrop, and Peyton Loniger goes to second, and that's going to bring another run in. Carroll now leads 10-6.
You're just looking for this inning to
H3.
yeah.
Now coming up to bat is Zach Van Lanningham with a man on second. A lead of 10-6 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball hit and fouled out on the batter's box, and now the Chargers hoping to do something here. Try to get a little bit more of a lead. We're putting in a good position in the last.
At least this way Saturday, I don't have to be here. Start to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll sit correctional.
Where are we going? So Van Lanningham will get up. It's a 2-1 count with Loniger still at second. The pitch, that one's hit on. That's going to split the gap between the shortstop and second baseman. Loniger will easily score.
Another error there.
An error out in center field, trying to throw out Loniger at home plate, but couldn't corral the ball in center field, and Loniger will score. So Van Lanningham gets 2 RBIs on that at bat, with 1 being on the wild pitch, and then also that single. A nice hit right between the second baseman and shortstop. Oh yes.
Now up to bat for the Carroll Chargers is number 7.
No, number 3.
Number 3, excuse me, Tanner Ginder. This will be his first at bat.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 3, Tanner Ginder.
And the Carroll Chargers now ahead 11-6. That's Payne Loninger.
Ginder's now the new first baseman, as Remesnik was on the mound. It's an 11-6 Carroll lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runner on first for the Chargers. First pitch to Ginder. That one's a little high, but that'll go called as a strike. A little high there on that one. But the ump will call it a strike. So,
Yep.
that one a throw back to first. No tag applied, so easily staying at first. There is Van Lanningham. Look in.
Here's the pitch.
The set and the pitch. Van Lanningham will go. That one's hit on by Ginder. That's an easy hit. That's going to go out to left field, turning the corner and going into third baseman. Third base is Zach Van Lanningham. So the job done by Tanner Ginder. The hit and run there for the Chargers works. So there's runners on the corners with only 2 outs here. So
A very things are changing really quick for the Chargers here. Is they've gotten 4 runs off of actually some of them were errors, but very nice hits here by the Chargers. So they've been doing a very good job at adding on to this lead. Is now it looks like they're attempting to pull away with about one inning left.
The pitch up high, the throw by the catcher over to first keeps Ginder on first a little bit more, but usually safe. So ball 1 to Tanner Ginder, and the set and the pitch. That one hit on. That's right to the pitcher though. Throw over to first in time. That'll end the 6th inning, but the damage is done for Carroll. They score 4 runs. And we go to the top of the 7th, 3 outs away from a Carroll win. It's your Chargers up 11-6 over Northrop. You're listening to CSBN, the world leader in Charger sports.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. I'm Nathan Weaver again, along with Matt Michael.
That pitch hit on. A diving try there by Zach Van Lanningham. Hit along the third base line. Stays fair, but kind of a slower runner. And Mitch Carlson only can get out a single on that one, so a leadoff single for Northrop. And now number 12, Brandon May, will come in for Carlson as a pinch runner. And probably a better decision is Carlson could have, any other batter probably could have had a double on that last hit. Fortunately, he's not the fastest guy, so they'll bring in May. Now up is Colin Bullion. Pitch. That one's up high for ball 1.
And here we go with Boyan. Here's the pitch from Loninger.
Skips into 4. That one's going to be ball 2.
Ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
The man on first and no outs. Boyan has a chance to get Northrop back into this game.
Yep, it does. That one just misses, and it's 3-0 now. Another questionable call there by the ump. That one right down the middle, though. A nice pitch by Peyton. And it's now 3-1. So a 3-1 count to Bullion, that one fouled off behind home plate, hitting the backstop. And just like that, the count is now full. Payoff pitch is up high. So now runners on first and second with nobody out, and early threat here for Northrop to start the top of the seventh. That's not what Carroll wanted. They wanted to get, hopefully, at least a quick out, maybe, and not what they wanted here to start top of the seventh here. Trying to win this game up by 5. Got a pretty good cushion. Pitch right down the middle. Nice pitch by Peyton. Here in this spot, Peyton really shouldn't worry about the runners on base. He should just worry about getting batters at this point. Pitch, that one fouled off. That'll go over the Carroll dugout.
Be nice if Carroll could also get a double play here.
Wouldn't hurt, that's for sure. Thank you for pointing that out.
You're welcome.
You are.
It could happen.
Yeah, it could. That pitch is down and away for ball 1, so 1-2 count to number 22, Jordan Quinn. The pitch, oh, they hit him. So I had a good count on him, a 1-2, and loads the bases on hitting him. So now 4 will come out and talk to him here for a sec. And a pinch runner coming in for Quinn will be number 3, Nathan Schreiber. So you have May, Schreiber, and somebody else on base.
Quinn.
Quinn, you were right. No, Quinn just came out. So there's an unknown man on second base, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Bouillon.
Oh, hey, that's right. The pitch, that one hit on.
Wow, nice hit.
Nice
wow.
hit by Grant. Nice way to be on it. With his arm getting in, no runs will come across on that one. So a fly out there for whoever that was. And there's one out.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 18, Matt Vander.
Now Bander will come on.
Here's the pitch to Bander. The base is loaded. Pitch right down the middle. Beautiful pitch for a strike. There's an 0-1 count. Men lead off of first, second, and third. Second pitch is thrown down low, but thrown back to first from Ford. Attempt to get McDowell out, but unsuccessful. Now with the 1-1 count, with the 1 out, Bander's going to attempt to get some run-ins for
That one popped up.
Burns, and popped up to center field.
Nice catch. 1 run will come across, but that's just fine as they get the needed out. And now runners are on the corners. It's now 11-7. The RBI there by Bander. 11-7 Chargers, and 1 out away from a victory. Runners on first and third, so down the last hope for Northrop. Number 14, Corey Ferguson. So Loninger, 1 out away from closing this game out. The pitch to first, and that one's hit on. That one's deep. Going back and back, and
nice
at
catch.
The wall is Shelmadine. And that'll end the game for the Chargers.
That was a beautiful
An 11-7 victory. That was a little scary there. That could have made that one run game that goes over the fence.
It was a catch by a good catch by Jimmy Shelmadine, though, to end the game. And the Chargers win the game 11-7 with 9 hits overall, and with 1 error. But the Bruins come in and lose at Carroll, and just a good win and a good day for baseball.
And we'll be back with the wrap-up in just a second.
You're listening to CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back, Charger fans, and this is the post-game wrap-up between the Carroll Chargers and Northrop Bruins. The Chargers get a victory and give the Bruins their first loss of the season. The Bruins move to 1-1 on the season. Chargers win this one 11-7. Some of the key stats for your Chargers. Probably the best player, I would say in my mind, Jeremy Shelmadine. You could put in Lonergan in there. He had a double, he had a single, a few RBIs, but Shelmadine had that big 3-run home run. And, Wilson had his home run, but that was only a solo. The big 3-run home run, a big difference in this game, making this an 11-7 game instead of an 8-7. That was just such a big home run. It was tied at the time. He made it a 6-3 game. And he made a lot of great plays out in center field. Shelmadine, also, he lined out to left on a great hit. Unfortunately, it was caught. And he had a ground out and a pop-up, but, overall pretty good game for him. Overall pretty good game for most of the Chargers. In my mind, the best player on the Northrop Bruins squad would, you'd almost have to give it to Adam Book. It was a rough day for a lot of the Bruins. He started pitching, and he didn't really have that bad of a game. He just ran into a really good hitting team in Carroll. Some of the rest of the stats for your Chargers. Timmerman was hit by pitch. He reached on an error and had an RBI, and he grounded out to second and to the shortstop. Shelmadine lined out, had a 3-run home run and a pop-up. Wilson walked a couple times. Remesnik grounded into a big double play, unfortunately. Peyton, as we said, Peyton Lonergan had a double and a single, pretty good game. Coble had a couple walks, Van Lemenhan the same. Wilson had his big home run. Elliott Ford did a pretty good job at the catching position today, blocking a lot of errant pitches by Carroll pitchers. He also he was hit by pitch during the course of the game. Tanner Ginder had a big single during the course of the game. So a lot of big hits for the Chargers. The final score 11-7, and here we go with Nate Dog Weaver for your post-game wrap-up and his thoughts, and then we'll bring it back to Gloriousness and myself.
Overall, a pretty good game by both squads out there. Carroll comes out with the game today, 11-7. Northrop had a little bit of trouble today. Started out pretty strong, getting up 3-0 on your Chargers, but mistakes and errors just really just had a little bit of fun up here in the booth, but too many mistakes and errors just really hurt Northrop today, and Carroll got the lead. But like Matt said, we have to give it to Shelmadine today. The player of the game did an outstanding job with that homer and everything else. So this has been a broadcast for CSBN, the worldwide leader in Chargers.
Hold on. I just want to say thank you. I'm excited for the rest of the season. Be sure, Charger fans, to come out on Saturday for the Carroll doubleheader between Fishers. It starts at 11 a.m. Be sure to be out here at the Charger Field, home of your 2010 state champs. You might want to check out this team. They're pretty darn good.
And I think they're going to have a pretty good season.
I hope so.
Maybe not as good as last year. I mean, they lost pretty good players there, but
oh, definitely. When you win a state championship,
it's
hard to.
You lose Justin Glass going to Cincy this year, but overall we've had a good day, and we're hoping for the rest of the season. This has been CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. This has been Nathan Weaver and Matt Michael.
Signing off. Goodbye.
You've been listening to Charger Baseball on CSBN. the worldwide leader in Charger sports.